So where does the rubber hit the road? It is in the judgments that we have to make in translating those principles into policies and putting them into practice, when the macro benefits do not necessarily square with the micro experience. When we have to persuade our workers and union leaders to support technological change that may threaten their jobs, but yet is in our long-term interests. When our economic agencies have to convince investors that they can rely on us to be consistent in our policies, including those that pertain to manpower, even as they make long-term commitments to Singapore. Sustaining the dynamic economic and social balance between staying open and being inclusive is challenging in the best of times. What more at a time of economic uncertainty like the present? So to do so, the foundation must be trust. Our citizens must know that their lives and livelihoods are always our priority, that we have their back. As PM said on Wednesday, the government will always be on the side of Singaporeans. What is the point of creating jobs for foreigners if it does not benefit Singaporeans? Equally, our international partners must know that we are not just fair weather friends, that we have the political will to stay the course. Building that trust is the duty of the government, the public service, but importantly also of Parliament. It requires principled leadership. What we say, but also what we actively advocate in this House, and ultimately what we do, must all be aligned, because they are keenly watched. We have painstakingly built an open and inclusive economy that is able to create opportunities for Singaporeans by welcoming competitive enterprises and talent. It is a precious asset that we must not squander. I was therefore reassured when the Leader of the Opposition recognized in his speech that the presence of foreign workers, and I quote, gives Singapore a vitality that keeps us economically relevant and also provides jobs and opportunities to our fellow Singaporeans, unquote. I think this is an important signal, and it is a good starting point. In contrast, I was troubled when the NCMP, Mr. Leong Man Wai, lamented that we don't have a homegrown CEO for DBS. By all means, let us passionately argue the case to do more for Singaporeans. But as parliamentarians, let us also be careful about what our words convey. In this case, the message that we send to those who, to paraphrase Mr. S. Rajaratnam, have chosen out of conviction to become citizens of Singapore.